Yuri Prohaska is a tougher fight for Alex Pereira than Jan Blachowicz was. Now, hear me out. I understand what some of y'all might be thinking. Like, oh, well, Jan Blachowicz has the grappling threat, and Alex dealt with that. That was his toughest fight for his light heavyweight debut. Yuri should be easier because Yuri's just a striker, and Yuri has so many holes in his strike. I hear you, but let me tell you why I think Yuri is going to be a harder fight. So, in Jan's case, he had the grappling. That is true. That is very true. When he tried to use it, Alex showed more resistance than expected. But I predicted that. I picked Politan to beat Jan, and I said he'd show good takedown defense, and I said Jan would get tired. And I said Jan would lose because he's getting older. And I said his age would show in the fight, which it did. But Yuri Prohashka is not old, bro. He's young. He's got more youth than Jan. He's going to be making more improvements, especially within his time off. And a big difference between Jan and Yuri is Yuri Prohaska is faster than Jan Blachowicz. His footwork, his overall movement is just better than Jan Blachowicz. And also, I think his cardio is better now. I know altitude played a bit of a factor, but all that grappling got him to gas as well. And Jan gasses when he grapples, which I knew that. That's why I picked Politan, whether Jan was going to grapple or not. But Yuri Prohashka, I think his combinations are a lot more dangerous and effective than Jan Blachowicz. And I noticed some openings in that fight, in the Jan Alex fight, is what happened when Alex was like pressed on the back foot. When Jan was being first, when he was willing to go forward and go for it, Alex was getting hit. Alex Pereira was getting hit when he was the one going backwards. When Jan was first, he had the most success. Yuri is always going first. And that could get him in trouble. It's gotten him in a bit of trouble in the past. You know, Yuri is sloppy with his offense and his defense. I am aware of that. You know what I mean? Alex, on paper, should definitely knock him out because he's got the striking advantage. He's the more accomplished, seasoned kickboxer. And his style is more by the books, and he's got the touch of death in that left hand. That's why they call him Poetan, hands of stone. He could be the guy that could make Yuri pay for a lot of his striking holes. I get that. But I feel like this fight is it's just going to be more dangerous. There's just a lot more that I see Yuri doing striking wise that can give Alex trouble. And Alex off the back foot with Yuri going forward at that frantic pace with those combinations, I can see Alex getting hurt. Like, Alex can knock Yuri out. Yuri can also knock Alex Pereira out. He can also put Alex Pereira to sleep. He can knock out anybody. Like, Volkan Uzdemir. Who knocks this dude out? Who knocks out Volkan Uzdemir like that? Volkan has a chin on him. He only loses by decisions or sub. Or TKO crucifix like Daniel Cormier. But Yuri put him out cold. I know Volkan's a bum, but that doesn't matter. He put him to sleep. And then also, I know Reyes also sucks. He's declined. I blame a bit of John Jones, a bit of Jan, but Yuri was the nail in the coffin, the final nail that took his chin with that elbow that he threw. Like, this guy is dangerous and he's wild on the feet, and that creativity, that he has, that can pose some problems. Like, Jan is he's slow and he's very basic at what he does. So for Alex, he was a lot easier to make reads on. It was easy to go tit for tat. It was easier to go tit for tat with a guy like Jan, who would fight at a slower pace with lower output. It allowed a guy like Pereira to be comfortable in there. Whereas with Yuri's wild style, that could really crowd the sort of technical striking of of Alex Pereira. That could really disrupt the technical striking of Alex. Or maybe it will fall into Alex's game and Alex will knock him out. You know, one of the two things are gonna happen with Yuri. It's you or it's him. No in between. So he's gonna put himself out there at risk of getting knocked out, or his risky style is going to pay off, and it is going to knock It's gonna get him a knockout over Alex. Sorry, but this will not be an easier fight. Alex might win the fight, but he's gonna be put in a war. It's gonna be a back and forth fight. Alex is gonna get hit, and he's going to get hurt. He might land some shots. Yuri might take them, and he might keep coming. That's the thing. He might keep coming. Or maybe Yuri does improve his defense. Maybe he won't be as easy to hit. You know? He's a lot more tricky than Jan, and he's going to give Alex a lot more to think about and worry about in terms of the tools on the feet. And look, Glover Teixeira, who Yuri Prochazka submitted deep into the fifth round, is a better fighter than Alex Pereira, because of his experience, his durability, and then his wrestling jiu-jitsu base. Yuri dealt with all that, and all those combos that Yuri was swarming Glover Teixeira with. If he has Alex in that same position against the cage, going off on him with relentless, powerful combinations, ask yourself this question. Is Alex Pereira going to weather that storm? Is he going to wear that damage? Is he going to be able to tough it out like Glover Teixeira, who's got that Homer Simpson durability? Is he going to be able to handle that? Me personally, in my opinion, I think if he's in that same position Glover was, he's getting ended. He'll get knocked the F out by Yuri Prochazka. He will not take those damaging shots that Glover Teixeira did. He might do Alex the way he did Volkan and the way he did Dominic Reyes, despite Alex being better than both of them. And Alex at 205 doesn't look like he carried that speed over from the middleweight division. So I think Yuri might also have a bit of a speed edge in this fight as well. So I think this is going to be a fight where Alex is going to be forced to dig deep. And we'll see if he can. I don't doubt that he can. He probably can. He probably will, because we saw with Israel Adesanya, he dug deep and he stopped him late. He could probably stop Yuri late. I'm not saying he couldn't. But all I'm saying in this video is do not underestimate Yuri. Okay, people are quick to forget, because he hasn't fought in a while. But this guy is crazy good. He's very underrated. And he is a threat to that title. And it's not a given that Alex is going to be a light heavyweight champion just because he has Yuri standing across from him. Yuri is not as stylistically favorable. He's not as stylistically favorable for Alex as people make him out to be. And look, I picked Alex to win the Jan fight, so I know what I'm talking about here. And again, I'm not making an official prediction. I'm not saying that, oh yeah, Yuri will beat him. I'm just saying it's not guaranteed that Alex wins, and it will not be an easy fight. And Yuri is more dangerous than Jan Blachowicz, more violent than Jan, more brutal than Jan. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to this matchup. Let me know who you guys think will win in the comment section down below. I'm sure a lot of you are going to comment Alex. But these are just some points to think about in this video. But peace.